Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing amazing. It's been such a long time since I last interacted with all of you, and I cannot tell you, last month has been so freaking eventful. I was moving out of my hometown. I shifted to Delhi. I was looking for a job. It's been like a very long time, you know, the situation with aviation and all of that. So I had to figure out some alternative. So Alhamdulillah, I have a job now, and so that took up some of my time. I also had my exams. I think many of you know that I am still studying, so I had to, you know, study and prepare for that. Also, there was my Wi-Fi, which was still not installed, which finally got installed like a week ago. And then I have like wisdom tooth coming out. Can you imagine? I'm getting my wisdom tooth at my 30s, dude. Like, this is so freaking weird. Anyway, so all of that included, I hope you understand why I could not upload, and I'm really sorry. From now on, I'm going to try and, you know, be regular about it, at least try and upload one video every week. So let me tell you what today's video is going to be all about. I had adopted a pet. This was in December. She's the cutest thing ever, you guys, and I promise you it's going to be so much fun. I'm going to take you through the whole journey from the day I got her home and till now. Also, if you're watching me for the very first time, my name is Sylvia. I upload weekly video based on, like, you know, everyday things like foods, travel, lifestyle, and also everyday vlogs. So if these are the contents that interest you, do consider subscribing. All you gotta do is hit that little subscribe button and press the little bell icon next to it so you get notification every time I upload. So without further delay, let's get into the video. So guys, this was, I think, the 17th of December. Now, back when I was home, I had this routine of going for walks every evening, and that particular day, I don't know, for some reason I did not feel like going out to my regular route, you know. And so it was me, my sister's boyfriend, and her friend, and we all went out for an evening walk. It was like a casual walk, but ideally मैं जिस रास्ते से जाती हूँ उस रास्ते से नहीं जाकर मैं किसी और रास्ते से गई थी. And you know, I came across this bunch of cute little puppies like at the side of the street. There was, but the only thing was कि उनके सामने एक drain था, and the mother wasn't anywhere to be seen. You know, they were like very cute. They looked healthy. They were very playful. And honestly, I had a pet a long time ago. Her name was Ginger, and unfortunately, she died when she was very, very young. She had parvovirus since birth, and that is a story for another time, I believe. So after her, I was always very scared of getting another pet because I realized how attached I get to them. But I think life has different plans for you, and like, you know, Butter, like I call my puppy now, just fell into my lap, and hence the journey began. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you in the end.
Hey guys, so like I was saying, it was an usual evening for me. It was the 17th of December, and so I went on a detour. I actually take a different route, but I think it was fated, you know, that I would meet her on this particular day. So I went on this road and I saw this bunch of puppies who were extremely cute, but their habitat was really disturbing. I saw the dirt and filth, and I knew in the back of my head that if these puppies were left out here in this winter, you know, they were not going to survive for long. But then I was also sure that they are not, you know, quite old enough. They looked like they were somewhere between 2 to 4 weeks, and I was looking for the mother, hoping she would come back, but then she didn't. So even after spending around 2 hours with them, like feeding them, giving them biscuits and everything, जब उनकी माँ वापस नहीं आई, I was beginning to think that maybe I'll give shelter to at least one of them. And so there she was, and we took her home. So Decembers in my hometown are like the peak winter season, and it is typically cold, and this little puppy was almost shivering. So I tried to warm her up using my hair dryer, and she was very scared, of course, you know, because this was all very new to her. She needed some time to confide in us, and I decided to wait and give her that time. So I knew she was on the streets, but then it was not a good idea to try and bathe her right now. She was, I mean, very young to begin with. Seeing how scared she was, I decided to, you know, take her in my arms and let her rest for a while, and, you know, wait till the time she was feeling safe. And so I stayed with her until she was feeling a little better. Realized that she had a lot of ticks in her and she was very, very itchy and uncomfortable. So I knew that I had to take her to the vet in the morning. But for the night, I also needed to make sure that she was comfortable. I wanted to make her a little home, or a bed rather, in which she could sleep in. So I had a old makeup box lying around and I placed one of my scarves in it, trying to make it, cozy for her. And given the point how tiny she was like an actual fit for that box. I also had a toy that was Ginger's, which I gave her, and she actually quite liked it. Later on, I gave her some warm milk mixed with some water, and I could tell she was very hungry. I don't know when was the last time she had eaten. So she drank the milk like right away. And slowly her personality started showing up. Even at this point, she was slowly opening up. Of course, we were looking for a name for her and seeing how soft and gentle and happy she was, and she melted right away in our arms. I decided to name her Butter. Took her to the vet the next day, and this was for the very first time did I encounter her actual, temperament. She was so tiny, like she was just 2 to 3 weeks old, and she was literally barking at such a large dog. So she was not scared at all. The vet liked her. She seemed absolutely fine, apart from a little scratch that she had on her ear, I think, which was a bite from one of her siblings. So the vet gave her some vitamins and some ointments, some powder to comfort her ticks and all of that. So she was actually settling down quite well and comfortable. So after Ginger, I've always been in love with pets and I always wanted one. But honestly speaking, I wasn't looking forward to adopting a pet at this stage. I wanted to, decide what I wanted to do, where I wanted to live, and then get one. But I think life has a different plan for you. And Butter added so much more meaning to my life. And, she gave me a reason to look beyond myself and be selfless for once. Her comfort meant everything to me. Like, even during the nights, I had to keep the lights on because she was very scared of darkness, and she also had minor problems with her vision, which was later cured, of course, and stuff like that. And then, slowly you get along and things become fun. She was growing up really, really fast. And I think this was after 1 month and a half when I gave her first bath, and I realized how much she hated water. Like, there are some pets, like there are some dogs who love taking bath, and then there was her. She literally hated every bit of it, and she was such a trouble. Butter actually had a best friend, and that was Oreo. Oreo was our neighbor's puppy, and they were almost same age. So they were like best of friends. They would play together every evening, and they even used to have sleepovers at Shubho's place. So they were like really, really close. And anytime you separate them, Butter would literally spend the next day, acting like she was super sad. Butter and Oreo were very contrasting personalities. Butter was very protective and possessive, whereas Oreo was very, very friendly and loving. The only problem at this point was that my mom didn't really like pets, but over the next few days, she got so comfortable around the house, and she would literally be wagging her tail and, running behind my mom. And eventually, my mom had to love her back. Like, there was no way you could not love this little thing. She knew her way around. She would jump around the house, and we literally had to keep the doors locked because she had this weird habit of going and barking at the larger dogs in our neighborhood. And that was risky given she was literally tiny. Hey guys, so we're here to get Butter vaccinated for the first time, and here she is. She's still behaving. Say hi, Butter. Say hi. No, no licking. So we are going to get her vaccinated. Let's see what she has to say. You want to say something, baby? Mmm. Dirty Butter. Butter and Oreo had a bittersweet relationship, of course, but they were inseparable and they would almost do everything together, like from getting their first shot to their first outing. But unfortunately, when we took them for their last shot of rabies, parvovirus was everywhere, and Oreo apparently could not survive it. So that was the most unfortunate part, and we literally miss him. Butter still misses him. And unfortunately, later, like this was in the month of February, and after I moved to Delhi, which was like around 3rd of March, I think 7 days after I got here, Butter was also affected with parvovirus, and this playful little thing was really like sick, and she could hardly eat, and she was continuously on drips for the next 5 days. We had no hopes of her surviving, and I literally have to thank all our friends and family for their prayers. And I'm so happy that Butter is finally up and running and she's feeling better now.
I really hope you enjoyed today's video, you guys. I wanted to upload this on the 20th of February, which happens to be the World Pets Day, but I could not due to some unforeseen reasons. When you adopt a pet, rather than buying one, and the love you get in return, because these are the ones who are lying on the streets, they don't have home, and 99% of the times they're ignored. So when you take them in, I cannot tell you, the satisfaction, the happiness is overwhelming. Really looking forward to going back home sometime soon and playing with her once again. I left her home because I stay in a PG right now and pets are not allowed here, so unfortunately I could not bring her along with me. But what I feel happy about is that she's home. She has my mom, my sister, she's well fed, and she has a roof over her head. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share this with all your pet lover friends, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.